We are the keepers of the flame, the sacred order. Let the ceremony begin.
And today, faithful acolytes, we take a look at this. And what this is from Easybap, it is the hot chicken flavor Bibimbap. Or Bibimbap. One of those two, I'm sure. And so here's the instructions. Open the pouch, take out the sauce, pour in hot water, and let it sit for 10 minutes, which we will be doing momentarily. So we close it, we open it, we close it, and then we let it sit. So obviously that will be off camera when I do that. Unless you want to stare at this for 10 minutes. Imagine you do, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. So the idea with this was, when I was looking, I've done a lot of different Korean noodles. Most of the hot noodles on this channel are Korean. And I've done tteokbokki, I've done the glass noodles, all kinds of different things. So I don't know what all this stuff is. Looks like we have different vegetables. We have rice. So when I saw rice, I thought, oh, that could be interesting. Looks like bok choy, maybe carrots, possibly cabbage, seaweed. I can't read any of what's in this, though, because here's the ingredient panel. And I can't read, I believe this is Korean. I can't read Korean. I can't do it. So, this might be very, very, very short-lived. I don't know if there's going to be, but if there's a bunch of onions and junk in there, then I probably won't be able to eat this. And I probably should have looked before ordering it, but I thought, hey, I have never done a spicy hot Korean rice before. And so there we are. We're looking at the eyes of fire from what looks like the chicken behind this thing. So I don't know if I can, there's not a way I would be able to, well, I guess we can try. We can try. Let me grab the hot water. I don't know if this is going to be fascinating to anybody or not, but so there's the there's the water line. See it? And boy, this is going to be tough. All right, is that at the water line? I think that's pretty much it. I think that's at the water line. And hey, I managed not to burn myself, which I wasn't sure about because this cup doesn't pour super well, but it was the only one I had that I could reasonably do that with. So we're just going to let this thing sit here for 10 minutes and think about what it's done. And then we will be back to pour in the Easybap sauce and mix it all up and see just what we have. Okay, we've been a good 10 minutes here. Let's take a look and see what we have. Bag didn't leak. Oh, okay. So we got expanded rice here. Apparently I wasn't as clean as I thought with that cup. Nope, it's doesn't seem like it's super liquidy. Let's try a little bit and see what this is. Very plain. I think I might have put a bit much in there here. This rice is a touch mushy. But, you know, I've never done this before, and I don't have a good hot water pouring vessel. So that's probably my fault. All right. Okay. I kind of like this idea, and I kind of don't. Like it's nice not to have a whole bunch of dirty dishes and stuff, I guess. And I could see this being convenient if you were trying to show you guys here. Not doing a good job of that. So I think it'd be pretty convenient if you were out somewhere and you just really had a hankering for spicy Korean rice with whatever else is in here. I don't even know. I can't identify any of this stuff. It is, by itself, it is super, super bland, but I think we got it pretty well mixed up here. Let's, all right, let's go for a whack of this. Well, it is definitely that sort of bulldog flavor. I think I was really interested in the idea of what if it was rice instead of noodles? I guess it's slightly easier to eat. It doesn't come with any utensils though. So that might change the dynamic on portability just a touch. Pretty good though. The rice is interesting. There is more chew to it than I expected. So it didn't completely mush out. So this, let me show you this. And you see where this folds? There's stuff stuck in there. Probably not going to be able to get out. So I kind of wish, what did I do there? So I kind of wish this pack, I mean, the bowls are definitely better. This probably would have made more sense in a bowl. But it's got some punch to it. I'll give it a 1. I'll give it a legit 1 for heat. Flavor-wise, it's very bok choy heavy. So you have bulldog, you have a lot of bok choy. If you don't like bok choy, probably won't enjoy this, because there's a lot of it. It's a nice light little snack. I mean, it's I think it's pretty unique. I see there are some little particles in there. I'm not gonna bother trying to dig those out. Too much work. There's not a lot of liquid in here though, so it did absorb all that hot water. Did a great job with that. And then I had that packet of liquid. Still with all that, there's hardly any liquid left in this. So that part was good. As a novelty item, I think this is quite good. And if you approach it, how much water did I get here? If you approach it from the standpoint of a novelty item, I think you're probably better off. I mean, I wouldn't object to eating this again, but I don't remember how much this was. But I want to say noodles are probably less expensive. But I mean, for the final product, that was actually pretty good. It wasn't, it's not great. It's not like, oh wow, this is the best thing I've ever had or anything like that. Very cool little change of pace. And I think as a side, you couldn't eat this, I don't think, for a main dish, but as a side, I think it's really, really interesting. Certainly, I don't expect this to ever overtake noodles. I don't think that's going to happen. And I think Bibimbap is, I believe that is a more of a side dish anyway. Like it goes with stuff like Korean barbecue or whatever. I'm not saying that definitively. I don't know, but that's what I vaguely remember. 350 calories, so it's pretty light. It's fine for a nice quick pick me up, I guess. The idea was interesting to me, I think, more than anything, of what if there was what if instead of noodles or tteokbokki you had rice with your sort of bulldog stuff, and I think it came out pretty well. I definitely enjoyed it. Solid heat, flavor. It's fine. It's not something I would rush to eat again, but it's not something I would turn away from either. I mean, I'm not unhappy at all with that. So yeah, to me, the novelty of this, I think, is kind of the redeeming part. This packaging I definitely don't like, though. I think this packaging is not at all good. And it's just, you're not going to get everything out of it, I guess, if you go with this packaging. So the packaging I don't love, but the other stuff is all good as far as I'm concerned. And that's kind of an idea that tickles me a little bit. The idea you just bring this packet, throw water in it for 10 minutes, and off to the races. It's not any more complicated than making ramen. So yeah, definitely all the good as far as that goes. A lot of fun. And I think we'll just leave it there. So that was the Easybap hot chicken flavored Bibimbap. Yeah, quite nice. I would say give this a go if you're liking the spicy Korean noodles, that flavoring system. It's quite a nice change of pace, but we'll just leave it there. So, as always, go forth in peace to serve the flame.